another day, and before we get to our tractor project, we're gonna have to give the cows some attention. They're waiting kind of patiently, wanting to go out on the cornfield, so we'll turn them out. Several people have asked about maybe featuring some of the livestock more in the videos, but anyway, here they are. These are mostly Black Angus. There's a few, well, like that one there, that turned out red. So one of the bulls we got in years past was not as pure as he was advertised to be, so that's how that happens. I'm pretty good with the cows. I mean, they follow me around. They don't quite like me to get up and pet them on the face, but I guess I need to go out there and lay down in the pasture with them like the Just a Few Acres farm guy. But I think I'm happy with our arrangement we've got going on, so we'll just forget that. So they'll head out there now and spend the day trying to find something that the combine missed, but there really isn't all that much, so. But it buys them some little extra feed, and they don't eat the hay quite as fast, so. Gives them something to do. Like I said before, there's really not much to do as a cow other than eat, sleep, and poop. So here you got 1/3 of the things. There's some mini donkeys. I've had those for years and years. Just something different. Somebody gave me a pair of them, and then I've always kept them since, and they're very low maintenance. They usually have a baby every year. I've actually got more than I've ever had before now. I've got several jennies, so there's the potential for quite a few little donkeys coming up here. But they're a pretty low maintenance animal if you think that you want livestock, and they're supposed to keep coyotes away, so that's what that is. So now let's go on and check out what we're gonna do in the Oliver world today. Well, today is the day that people have been waiting on, myself included. We are going to try to get these wheels and tires off and hubs and put on these steel wheels. And I think that'll be a neat looking little tractor. So it's notoriously difficult to get these hubs off of these splined axles. People dread it. A lot of people cut them. But I made something several years ago that works pretty good if you can get it clamped on there right. This is a puller I made, which is basically a big H-bar, and then it's got some arms on it, and then I've got pieces I can clamp behind the hub, and then you use a hydraulic jack and you pull the, or push, I guess you'd say, the hub right off the axle. So it worked pretty good most of the time. I never had success using it on pulling off steel wheels because I need to modify it a little bit for that. The legs aren't in the right place to go through the spokes of the steel wheels. But anyway, I've used it on this style hub before and it works, so we're gonna give it a try again. So the first step in this whole process is gonna be, we need to make sure that the axle is as clean as it can be, because any trash or anything is just gonna be one more thing that causes us trouble. So we're gonna clean up the axle, we'll take this rim off, and then we'll try to get the puller set up on here. Well, we got it cleaned down to where it's pretty well bare metal, so we're on the right track. We will get this rim off of here and then try to get the puller set up. Oh, no way, no way, that's not even possible. Oh, look at that. Check this out. Here I thought we were gonna have a battle ahead of us and a few taps with just my trusty snap-on hammer and I can move this hub. Well, this means one of two things. Either this is going to be much easier of a project than I thought, or the other side is going to put up such a fight that it makes me want to scrap the whole thing. So hopefully it said it just is an easy project, but we will soon find out. Well, I'm not gonna lie, I am in definite shock that that came off as simple as it did. Usually these are such a pain to try to get slid on and off. So I think I'll hit this with the wire brush again, then we'll try to slide our steel wheel on. Well, I'm impressed. That went on there relatively easily. The bolts in the steel wheel are a little bit tight, so I need to work on that, make sure I get them tightened down good. I got it set with 3 inches out of the axle, so I hope that's good. And I think we might be on track to having something here. So we'll get this tightened up and then work on the other side, and hopefully it'll go as easy as this one did. Well, there it is on a steel wheel. I do, however, think that this wheel is bent. It looks pretty far out on this one side, so I may have to try to straighten that. I may just leave it alone. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, that's the price you pay, I suppose, when you buy it off the internet and don't see it in person. So we'll get the other side jacked up and get started on it. Okay, we'll get these off of this side and we'll see what we got. This side wants to come off. The rims are ready to come off the hub. I didn't even have to hit it. ×2, see if it works. It's moving. It's not quite as easy as the other side, but I'm out of PB Blaster. Well, this one's being a little more difficult, but I think I'll still get it fairly easily. I don't really like beating on the cast, but I'm not really that worried about saving these, so I guess I'll just go for it. Well, there we have it, an Oliver 60 on rear steel. I hope that I got some footage of that. The camera keeps messing up, but I'm happy with the way it turned out. The only things I think I'll do is probably when the weather gets warmer, I may try to replace the bolts in both of the wheels, because I'm not really happy with them. They kind of turned hard, so I want something that I know that I can get tight. The only other thing is I may try to straighten this wheel. I think it's a little bit tweaked when you look back, like in this area. I think it's got a little roll to it, but I don't know if that's worth attempting or not. Another thing I notice, I'm missing 1, 2 on this wheel, and I think one over here. Yeah, one over here of the lugs. So I need to try to find some of those someplace. But otherwise, I'm really happy with the way it turned out, and I think it looks pretty neat. I'd like to find a set of front steel, but that is a lot harder to find, so that may take a little bit. But anyway, at least I got this far. So it's back on 4 wheels, and in a future video we'll take it for a drive and see how it drives. But I'm sure it'll be fun on this steel, especially on frozen ground if we do it this winter. So anyway, there it is. And once again, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel so you can find out when new videos are coming out. All that stuff really helps me out. It helps me out if you can watch them all the way through. YouTube likes that for their algorithm. Tells you what to suggest and different things. So if you can do that, that would be great. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.